we haven't really defined what love in that context is. Okay.
Am I stable enough to sustain? You know, it's even out of love for you to carry somebody into your house to marry.
Now, Igbo man.
And then you're now competing with somebody that is not at your level.
Exactly.
Putting yourself under unnecessary pressure.
They
have
even God is not a poor God. Even God is not a poor God. So why you tired now? So take him as part of the law. Why are you tired?
The only part that love cannot cover is lack of money. Leave it.
Hey.
So listen to this. When Shola married Ifnaya, the love was plenty. Rent was small, obviously because there was just two of them. And the food was simple. And they laughed through everything. 2 years later, the love was still there, but the bills got louder. NEPA took lights. The landlord was constantly knocking on the door, and the babies, they were always crying at night. Shola said, "We have love, my dear. Don't worry, we'll be fine." If Naya, she nodded, but her eyes were tired. So one evening, she had to sell her phone to buy food. Shola hugged her in love and said, "Thank you, baby." She smiled and said, "I love you." But in her heart, she asked, "Is this love enough?" So for me, right, the question is love enough? Right? Because for them, they have it looks like a very functional family. They're okay. They understand themselves. But there's this one thing that is straining on them, right? But they love themselves. Is the love enough do you think the love is enough to take them through? Or are the lack of finances and resources going to somehow affect this marriage and this relationship somewhere along the line?
So last, are we talking love and finance now? Or we're just talking about love sustaining us through everything?
So love sustaining us through everything, but finance is included.
I know they argue that one with you now, normally. But one funny thing I want to ask first, see, you know there was no money, right? You guys were struggling, maybe in the context of your story now. But you guys were popping kids.
My sister, right?
Yeah,
but let's go back to the story. No. Now I asked. It's a gap I saw. So you marry, the money wasn't there yet, right? So isn't it better for both of you to plan to structure your finances before the kids start to come?
Wow, we do family planning.
No, because a lot of couples, it seems like we're digressing from your question, but we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But I think that we allow societal pressure so much. I do, right? Yes. Okay, they say, "Am I married now? Today now?" So I know say everybody on the touch like you see me married. So yeah, you get lucky. Okay, no, it's not true now. Me, at least me, I don't enter that one. But when I got married early. But we were not financially stable at the time. Two of us just start life. I was 25.
You had plans.
We had plans, but everybody expected we should start having kids immediately. Nobody cared about the plans. Every AK market, anybody will see me, you're not pregnant yet. What are you waiting for? Nobody wants to know. And I think that everybody tries to ride with that. Do you understand? In the society. So that's one context. So I just saw that loophole and said, okay, why not they born? They crying, wah. You know, no money, but children, they cry, they come.
Yeah, but you know that one of the major reasons that some people, let me not say, but a number of people get married early is so that they're able to have their kids like in their prime. And so they won't say that, oh, because we don't have the money right now, we won't have kids. Because the truth is, and a lot of us in Nigeria live that way, anyhow we go off.
So why you tired now? So take them as part of the law. Why are you tired? Why are you tired?
And also, is it really being fair? Are you really being fair to the
kids?
Are you really being fair to the kids? Like just pumping them out and then they'll figure it out on their own later?
I understand that maybe it's not being fair to the kids. But the truth is, a lot of us, our parents were not necessarily there. But anyhow, they found a way.
Found a way. We are still in that century. We are still in that generation.
My own concern now is she saw this this circumstance before entering into it. So why is she questioning it?
She's not questioning, no.
She is, because from the story she's actually
No, she's not questioning.
She's having doubts. She's doubting her love.
No, reality changed the situation.
That's what I want to say.
Reality changes things, reality changes things. Now I say make people they shine their eyes. Reality they change things normally. But let's get back to the question which she asked. Is love enough? This love or any relationship, is love the only factor? Should it sustain?
No, it's not.
Love is not enough.
That's just it. It's not enough.
Why you go say love no dey enough, Seth?
Because if you're living your life, if you're living that kind of life based on love enough, based on love only, right? What if you come to a toxic situation, or you get into a tough situation where you can't get out of it using love only? Are you going to use love to solve that problem that you have in a relationship?
So this is like it's two ways, right? And for me as a young single lady, somehow there is a part of me that says love is not enough, right? Just like Abdul said. And I'm saying this because, you know, in this situation she's not doubting his love, right? She knows that the love is there, but the thing is, it is draining. She may, because of the love, have the energy to go ahead and, you know, keep pushing, because the truth is, if love is there, it helps to cushion some things, right? But it has the limit to how much it can cushion.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
No, okay, I want to believe that.
I am seriously not in you know, in alignment with what you are saying. The reason is, if she truly is in love,
will finish this watermelon,
right? And a financial circumstance come up, or there's a financial issue coming up, then that love should be able to, you know, help them stay through that trying time. Because, you know, life is up and down, and you are having, there's a period where things were good, things were cozy, you know, and then there's a trying time. Are you saying because there's trial, then I will not be getting cold out of because of the trying times? Then I get cold. What about those that are very well to do, and they are still questioning their love even in the presence of plenty? What are you going to say about that?
That's a different perspective, though. That's a different perspective, right? To say that, we still have plenty and we're questioning the love. But in this context, and when we ask, is love enough? I feel, and maybe I'm speaking from a very single person's point of view, right? That I don't, if I'm getting into any kind of relationship, it's not just about, does this person love me? For me, it's not just about, does this person love me, right? It's about, are we able to sustain and maintain ourselves? For me, right? And I say we because I'm not putting it only on him, right? Are we able to maintain and sustain ourselves? Are you kind enough? Do you understand? Are you generous enough? Very important.
I read the things you're mentioning now. Those are attributes of love.
My
you
sister.
cannot.
My sister.
Those are elements of love, right? So love is like a basket.
Love is not complete without
or like this tray of fruits, different types of fruits, making up this fruit basket or this fruit tray, right? I think that's what love is. So love, if you want to take it to the Bible, for instance, I don't know if we have that in Quran, but according to the Bible, if you read 1 Corinthians 13, the entire 13 verses.
There's nothing about love is financially stable inside that. There's nothing like that.
No, but we say love is kind, is patient, is enduring, is long suffering, right? Is forgiving, and a whole lot of, and then it says that all these things might fail. Hope might fail. Faith might fail.
Even faith.
But love doesn't fail. So the perspective of love, I don't think that we exhaust it enough. But that's the whole, what it sums up, all I've listed sums up to make up what love is.
So for me, I feel we're being idealistic here.
Idealistic here?
Right? Because idealistic in the sense that you expect that love covers all.
It actually does.
It does.
Excuse me. Take Lois's story now.
What story?
Take Lois's story now, for example. She was worried Right? She had to sell her phone to buy food for her kids.
Lack of financial planning. Lack of financial planning.
So Anna, even if it's let's
lack responsibility in managing
let's not even go into financial plan. Let's say there was proper financial planning and then it didn't work out as it was planned.
Yes.
Right? That is a serious crime to prove love. That's a test to prove love.
That it will not always be rosy, Abi.
Exactly. If you are saying that you are in love and then there's a trying time and you can't stand through that time, my brother, I question your love from the beginning.
Especially if it has nothing to do with the person's character or in the way that they treat you. If we come to that context, because if it comes to issue of maybe violence, however, maybe financial abuse or physical abuse, I'm not up for that type of shit. Right? But when it comes to the storms that life might throw at you, do you understand how you're able to stick each other through those storms? I believe that's what it is.
Okay, question. And I think we've had this conversation before.
Okay.
As a single lady, which is my perspective.
Yes, now.
Right? There are two guys coming at me.
Okay.
Right? And both of them have patience, kindness, all the attributes of love that you mentioned. Both of them have it, right? And their characters top notch. Then one
wait, this banana
and one is not real. Do you understand? As a friend, I come and meet you and say, Anna, advise me. See this. All of them. So it's no longer a question of character.
Even God is not a poor God. Even God is not a poor God. Nobody knows the context.
No, that's the context. For me to take that kind of decision.
No, because
they have all of them.
In fact,
they defining factor.
Make I cut you. I get one point one. I want miss some. Because if they look am from say we be God children, in fact, the person who doesn't have money has a gap. Because there's something wrong in your financial management. God have entrusted things into our hands, and as a man, He has entrusted responsibility. And one of the acts that God gave man from the beginning is that you till. You understand? Is that you provide. You understand? And sort the woman, your family, and everybody. So if you don't have that, then you've not even met the criteria. You haven't met the mandate.
So are you not saying that for my love to be complete, you better have to have money?
You go get money.
So not necessarily.
Wealth. Not wealth.
Not necessarily money in terms of having so much.
So much, but there's something he's doing.
One important thing. One important thing you need to consider before even going to a relationship is: am I stable enough to sustain? You know, it's even out of love for you to carry somebody into your house to marry. If you are not financially stable and you are bringing someone into your house, you don't love that person because you are bringing that person into serious issue.
You can plan your future. You can be financially stable, and then something strikes. Something happens in the future.
Then that will test
what
your love.
Will you do then?
That will test the love.
So you're telling me that love will be enough for you in those trying times.
Why not?
Why not? What will actually sustain trying times?
How will it be enough?
Let me tell you something.
How will it be enough?
For people that have been married, if you agree with me, you're married past through seasons. Different types of seasons, especially if you
talk about
exactly.
So there are 4 seasons, right?
Okay.
So and usually they use the autumn, spring, winter, and all this. So there's a season where there's abundance, good, right? So at that everybody is cool, everything is going on fine. At that particular point, that's the time you begin to save for the rainy season.
Like Joseph.
Okay.
Now some people, when they see those abundance coming, what happens? They just waste it. They want to keep up with the Joneses. And then you're now competing with somebody that is not at your level.
Exactly.
Putting yourself under unnecessary pressure.
They buy mess this.
Now there's another season where things are not too that bad, but maybe one health issue or something.
They manage.
There's a season that will come where you almost be financially dry, be wondering this kind of work I'm doing, what is really happening, what is really going on, right?
Yes.
And then another season again that will come, and then you're even wondering if God is even for you, or even God is
against you.
Now all those seasons will prove. For me, I see them as tests of true love.
Yes.
Okay. Most times when we define this love matter, we tend to equate it in terms of the eros, the attraction I'm having. And what Lois said, for instance, you said this guy has all the attributes, quality and character and all that stuff, and this other one had the same quality. Now that is the standard. That equals them. Now, if I was to choose, I would choose the guy that have money because he can take care of me. But why am I?
agree.
I'm choosing him because they both have same qualities.
No, they don't even get same qualities.
No, what she said they don't have character.
The money is a difference. Money is also a character. Money is also a character.
No, in terms of character.
Money is a character.
We're talking about love here. We're talking about love.
It's part
if
of
love
it
really is enough. So what happens now if one of the partners falls out of love with the other?
Sorry. I have a question to that. What's the meaning of falling out of love?
You know you can love someone. You can truly love someone and then fall out of love.
Why?
What is the meaning of
why?
No,
It
what's the
happens.
meaning
This
of
is
fall?
something that happens and it's
you
really
know,
common,
you eventually
even in
drift
marriages.
In this discussion, what does it mean to fall out of love?
So it's drifting apart. So now back to that thing we were talking about, eros love, right? And I understand your entire conversation about love encompasses all of this. But when it comes to and we're talking about this in the season of Valentine, right?
Okay.
When it comes to the intimate kind of love, right? Honestly, for me, it's not enough because that kind is the kind that gives you the butterfly in the stomach, right? That makes you feel like you're on cloud nine.
That's the one you fall out.
Yeah, of course.
That's the one you fall out.
But that's the one that is, between a man and a woman.
But so let me.
Said so.
Yes. That's
Let me cut you. Somebody said something one time that ensure that your partner likes you. Like you.
Yeah.
Like Anna would like Lois or
Okay.
Lois's personality outside of him having some emotional feelings towards you. Because the butterflies you're talking about, they will always fade. But when those butterflies fades, does he actually like you as an individual? Do I like Charles? I'm not in love with Charles. We're not married. We're not married to different person. But I like Charles as a person. Do you understand? So does your partner like you outside of seeing and wanting to have sex with you, or outside of seeing you and say, okay, because she's my wife and all of that? Do they like you as an individual? Do they like your trait? Because sometimes when the love fades, can they stand you? Are they your friend? Now your guy? Because let me tell you something, and we women mistake it a lot when the Bible talks about, when the definition of eros love, yes, we know it's a romantic love, but then from the place of romance, we forget that love is first of all a responsibility. We focus on the butterfly. The focus should be on the responsibility that love is. So the package that love is work. And even when we look at, if we want to even tilt it towards God's love to us, is work. Because even with the love that we have or that God has for us, the expectations that he has of us as his children or as people that he's in love with, because we are Christ's bride. I mean, pastor, not something I talk about. So, but there's an expectation that you should behave in a certain way as a bride, right, to Christ. Then there's an expectation that as a lover, he said that he loved us and he died for us, right? So in a relationship as a partner, in terms of responsibility, we know that it is beyond the feelings, because the feelings will go that stage of that feeling is needed, though, don't remove it, because it talks about affection, whether you are affectionate towards that person, whether you will be turned on in terms of sex towards that person, because there are some people that you like, you can never get turned on by them. No magic. Prayer no go.
There's need for attraction.
There's need for attraction. So prayer no go solve that problem. That place is there. But beyond that, the core, the center of it is responsibility. We often miss it. That responsibility is all the things we're not talking about. Does he know that he needs to provide for the family? Does he take that responsibility seriously? As a wife, what is truly your role in that home or in the life of your partner? As the husband, what is truly my role? And then when the butterfly fades, or the things we are talking about,
am I falling back to?
Yes. Are you still kind? The butterfly go fade. It will not.
Surely.
Because let me tell you something, when the evil children starts coming, you have to be intentionally remember your partner, especially even as women, because if you're not careful, you go. Your attention,
lecture, please. Number one.
So to add to what she's saying, there's a popular saying that love is blind, but marriage go open your eyes.
Exactly.
Because most times the love that young girls and young guys they go into is that attraction. What do I feel when he's around me? Anytime he comes around with that his tush voice, his six packs, all those stuff. So once those things, what if he has accident and break his leg? Love don't finish now.
Okay. So I have a context, and I want us to look at this from and I will still come from my perspective as a single lady.
No problem.
Anyways, so there are two guys, right? that approach me. I would always bring it up from that perspective.
Okay.
There are 2 guys that approach me, right? And one of them wants to settle down. He's deliberate and is like, this is what I want. I just want a lady that is also ready to settle down, is responsible in herself, and is fine, right? And he's like, I'm not all here for the emotions, right? And you know that outrightly this person wants to settle down, wants to start a family with me, and we're getting there. And then this other person is here and in quotes is down for the emotions, right? And I am now torn between these 2 people. I am seeing a very responsible person that does not necessarily want to be all over all that emotional love thing, but is responsible, is ready to take up his responsibilities and do everything right by me.
Do you think he's connected to you emotionally somehow? Is he attracted to you physically?
Maybe he sees me and he's like, oh, I like you. But you know that's out of the love kind of love.
Nah, Igbo man.
You know that even men do that in a love. This is not stereotype, but it's true. You know, when they're ready to settle that, they just say,
it's like they see marriage from the place of responsibility.
Yes.
That's how they are.
They're proud of a man, you know.
So they're not wrong, Abby.
But I now have this other person that, you know, is all lovey-dovey with me. That love, that emotional romance and all of that, right? And I'm torn between both of them. Back to the question.
Why are you torn?
Is the one who is doing the lovey-dovey,
it's not sharing responsibility.
Stable?
No, they are all financially stable.
Is he sharing responsibility?
But he's not necessarily ready to settle down now. It's typical of Igbo ladies that will just go to the village to they will do something on their head, right? And this one is not ready to settle down, but this one is ready to settle down.
When you say he's not ready to settle down, is he saying most of this thing they go?
And let's see where this thing is going. But you're not seeing concrete steps, right? The person is financially stable and so I'm torn between. I actually love this person, but this person is ready to settle down. Age is not on my side. Is this love enough?
Wait, the one where you won't settle down, he like you.
Yeah, he likes me enough.
So what kind of things do you want from him that he's not doing?
So the lovey-dovey emotional.
Like what?
How do I explain? No.
Women do not get problem. Not get problem.
Thank God say now you come
do not get problem. Love. No, see, because normally you see 2 people no go ever fit together. Because the way you sound now, you sound very romantic.
Jingling.
So you might not meet a man that is very romantic. It show me gone.
That's true.
Because most time you meet your
opposite.
God won't make you now come inside in life, make you help
spice him up.
So,
it doesn't necessarily have to be as romantic.
You can initiate
it. Doesn't grow into it, Uncle.
No, you
so initiate. I get into marriage then because you know a lot of
let me tell you something.
This happens.
I get that point.
And it gets boring.
Yeah,
no, but I just tell myself that eventually I knew it that it's not like he really liked me. He just wanted to settle down.
I
knew that.
No, I asked you saying like you.
No, it's like enough to say I want to settle down with you.
No, you're not. You don't understand. No.
Isn't there? He's not going to be doing all the extra stuff.
Things that
if he doesn't love you, there are some people that love you, they like you, but they don't have a romantic bone. It's not because they can't die for you.
But that romantic nature can be learned.
So learned in the sense that, and you can initiate. There are some women that will tell you who has say, the husband know they buy them flower, but sure then gone. Say this man will stand here if he die for them. But he no go fit come on remember to buy them flower. But there are places that he will stand for them even till death. They understand that. Sometimes you need to understand. And the romantic part, they can say, oh, sometimes now we go say, bros, when they go vacation, then go pack out the bag. Arrange calendar.
Is
he willing to let you rearrange his life?
I feel like you are seeing it from the big things. And let me tell you,
big thing
from
again?
So many people that I have, I've been with and have been around, right? And when I look at marriages that have issues, when you look at the issues that lead to even breakdown of marriages, they're not majorly big issues. They're a compilation of some of these small issues, right?
Yeah.
So yes, as much as I know in the big one, if a trade is coming and you stand and die for me, it's okay. But how many times do people ever find themselves in such situations to say that this person will stand and die for me, right? Then what happens is this resentment grows because
let me
just feel like the person
But let me shock you. If this romantic person
as responsible,
but let me shock you
that you feel like they don't listen to you, they don't see you. Do you understand?
Does he
it's a
listen to
responsibility
you?
for me. You just do it because you have to.
Does
not
he?
Because you.
Do you truly feel that he doesn't listen to you?
Sometimes it does feel like that. So it feels like it comes from a place of responsibility. So it's like 2 people doing.
Do you know that the day that you get married, whoever your man is, do you know that day that you say I do on the altar and he takes you home, he switches immediately to responsibility? I've said this thing before. Regardless of who that man is, he begins to assume the role immediately. And yes, and I don't know how God did it for them, or I don't know if they used to sprinkle one magic wand in the church, because I've had this conversation with friends who are also married. So you see, oh, this guy's romantic, you don't really care, make a commodity cap small. You don't really care about, like he's so romantic, you come, he does some things, all the mushy things, and then you get married. Oh, he's not all for that anymore. Not be say you don't want to do him, but he's head on responsibility. He's thinking, how can we structure this family? How can we take it forward? How can we do this? How can we do that? Then we women, we are usually still in the butterfly phase. Right? And then begin to assume it's like this guy doesn't love me anymore. Some of the things he used to do when we were dating, So
let me add to what you are saying from the man's perspective, right?
Okay.
So we men, we are adventurous and we are hunters. Truly.
Once you don't
truly, that's the woman. That's man's nature. For example, now if he wants to get this babe, the man will do every and anything, even the ones where you know even fit do normally.
Especially when he suspects that he like
his blood.
He will give his blood. But once he finally gets you, put you for house, say this one on my own. It will not take extra effort to not remember that he needs to continue to chase this babe.
Exactly, and I feel like we haven't really defined what love in that context is. Like, what is that love? We're talking about if love is enough or love is not enough, but is caring for someone just because they're your responsibility, does that mean they love you?
Do you know that it takes an out of love to be responsible for someone?
No, sometimes it's not out of love.
Sometimes not out of love.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's not from responsibility. Typical example, you find a family, and I'm going to use a family setting now, right?
Okay.
And there is maybe
anyway, there are situations like that. I get the picture.
And a child is staying with a family, and the child is staying with that family because the person feels responsible for that person.
That child. Maybe some circumstance and other stuff.
That person's parents are late and all of that, right? The truth is, there is a kind of love that you show to your children that may not necessarily translate. It's just from a place of responsibility. Do you understand?
That's what I'm saying.
So they pay your school fees. It's not like they really. If left to them, they wouldn't.
Let me change you. A component of love is kindness. It takes kindness to pay that child's school fees. Let me tell you. Sometimes it's just that maybe our heart is not big enough, maybe to extend it like how we do to our children.
Okay.
It takes kindness to bring another person into your home, and it takes kindness, right, to be able to pay their school fees, even when they are not your responsibility. It's a choice. There are some other people that will look the other way, and then the consequences, nothing is going to happen. Sometimes people look at it, and I know from the context, people say, treat her like your own children. I saw something on Facebook one time, like, he sent your children abroad, and then sent her to one private university here. And I'm saying that's
the best to try now.
And I'm saying ingratitude. Some people turn you to a slave in their own house. You will not go school. You will not eat the same meal that their kids eat. Sometimes we don't know that people stretch themselves beyond what, but because you're not in those shoes, you feel like it's not enough. Can you do it? Can you carry another child that is not yours? Stretch your own responsibility. Because I get planned for more children before, Uncle. I didn't plan for you. So if I take you into my own space,
that's
hold
extra.
you up, that's kindness, and kindness is an attribute of love.
So I just want to also add something to all of this. No,
you have us. We want you.
You know that. Sorry.
Okay.
You know that love in itself, right? The standard is very high. A natural human being cannot meet that standard. So if you say love is not enough,
sensible human being, sir.
I would say love in itself is enough. But human nature meeting the love standard is almost impossible.
Our inadequacies.
Honestly,
you get
that's
yes,
right? Especially because with the Valentine season and everything that is coming, truth is love is beyond just the emotions right?
And our human inadequacies.
If it's in the true sense of love, then love should be able to cover some level. The only part that love cannot cover is lack of money. Leave it. But love should honestly
like
be
money,
able
see your
to
eye.
cover. Love should honestly be able to cover a lot. And in such instances, love can be enough.
Okay, so from the story angle of the woman, what should the woman do and what should the man do from the story? If you are in the woman's shoes, what would you do? And if you're in the man's
I go chop water.
Well, I cannot be in a woman's shoe because I'm a man. So
speak from the man's angle, the
Also-
ladies speak from the ladies'
So
angle.
for me, it's difficult because honestly, this finance thing, you know, a lot of marriages break down not because anything, it's money that causes problems.
The truth is that both of them have to sit down and plan their resources. A lot of families are in trouble because of lack of financial planning. And if two of una no sabi plan financially, don't marry yourselves. Because you can't remove finance from the equation. Let's be honest. And sometimes you see a couple, the husband is prudent, the wife is lavish.
Yeah.
Or the wife is prudent, the husband is lavish. I always prefer the husband to be prudent because it's not easy to control man. But it's easy for the man to control and to
manage the woman.
Okay.
Don't use control.
Or to manage the resources. That's what I want to say. For the family. It's easier. If the man...
A lot of times I've heard that women are better managers.
Not all, oh.
Not
No,
all.
that's what I'm saying.
From research, right?
Yeah,
From
most of the
research.
time, women
From
are better
what I've understood from research, right? Most successful
research. Exactly. I was about to say that.
Yes.
most successful people, most wealthy people, right? Check through research, like check online. They attribute their wealth to the frugality of their wife.
Yeah.
So most times, over time, people that actually make well, as in really come to that point of success,
Yeah.
the backbone is usually the frugality of the wife,
Wife.
not necessarily them. They might be good, but the wife. So they
able to
advise
manage
from
well.
from that book I was reading. They advise that a man should marry a wife that is more frugal than him.
And
Because sometimes a man will hustle, you know, finish all those things. When you come as the wife, don't go buy hair, don't buy woman hair.
and again, I'm looking at it from the point.
When they don't finish.
No, I like the leadership, but what I'm saying is that it comes from leadership.
Yeah.
When I say leadership, is it takes the man to be going somewhere, to need a wife that is frugal.
Yeah.
There are some men when they go anywhere. As they see
That
the
one,
money,
that one don't need
no,
wife.
plenty men are like that. There are
They
some
don't
men
need
that
wife, and our ladies need to be careful.
no, they are
not to
assuming
maybe
they are
that
going
try to-
somewhere.
They
They
don't go
have
anywhere.
money, they have
Everybody
company,
have plan.
they are out
Even
there
no
and
plan.
all of that. But they spend without thinking. And even when they have a wife, not be all man they listen to your wife. Now men will listen to their wife. Now their wife they help them build wealth.
Actually,
Depends
Now
on the
men
wife.
no. If your wife is frugal,
if your wife
in
is
the
frugal
context
and
of
you
what
you are
and you're saying you are too stingy. If you're saying no, babe,
You're
let's do
your
this
own.
one. You're saying no,
You're your
let's oblate.
you're your own.
Sometimes even if the wife don't want to go, you oblate without her.
Yeah.
You understand? There are men that are like that. But in this context, I understand if your wife is frugal, then she's able to manage the home. Then she's able to not help scatter your resources. There are some men that even if the wife frugal, in fact, you don't even see the money.
To
Then when they scatter them to even
So
frugality.
I think back to that question. If I was in the man's shoe,
Yeah.
right? That's Shola, am I correct? If I'm in his shoe, I don't exactly know what what my wife is thinking in her heart.
Yeah.
But if the man is very responsible, this is what we'll be thinking is that he'll be thinking insufficient. He's already beating himself hard. That's a
At that
responsible
point,
man.
yeah.
He's already beating himself hard that he can't
Provide
provide.
for
See,
his
one of
family.
the things that kills a man is that he can't provide for his family.
That's
It can scatter his mental
it.
health.
Yes.
That's it.
So at that point, he needs mental therapy. Serious one.
First off,
First
to
off,
believe in himself,
then
a big capability.
if he's religious, because I don't want that discussion to be,
very
if he's religious, then he should do some serious kind of fasting and prayer, you know,
Honestly,
and then
no.
and then learn some
And also
principles like,
breakthrough.
and you know, like Anna said, you can't excel in finance without learning the principles and applying it.
Yes.
Irrespective,
You
irrespective of God providing all the
resources.
That's true. That's true.
So you have your part to manage that finance and multiply.
And
it.
multiply it.
So he needs to go back and start learning those principles and applying them. Else they will be in that kind of relationship. And it
For
will
a
only
very long
take
time.
a short time. They will be in the court.
Let me round up.
It's like acrimony now.
Let me round up with this story. When we were growing up, at sometimes like my father had finances issue. Company, we were small, too small. We have to change locations, come back. We're living in a neighborhood, frugal place, nothing big. In fact, face me, I face you. Then we just went back to Makodi, and a whole lot of things. We were small, but each time people came there, they didn't believe we belonged there because you could see that my parents acted from a place of temporary situation. in terms of how they manage, even us knew we were somehow different. That we didn't be, even though we're young, like we didn't necessarily belong in that situation. And you would see that within a few years or
you got out of that.
We left that situation or that.
There was a plan.
That place.
Yeah.
There was a plan.
We made plans, and the people we left there, some people are still there. I'm not saying this out of anything. Yes, there's God's grace, there's everything, but you must plan.
You have your path.
If you do not have a vision for your family, maybe even as a man, a vision for your family, and you guys don't have where you are going, your situation is almost permanent.
And then you'll not be questioning the love of your wife.
Yes, and
On
if,
the
and
brink
God,
of your own lack of plan.
No, and honestly, this thing that you said,
Tell me.
it will not take me back to saying that maybe love is not enough, because there also has to be that planning, has to be that vision, that mission, that drive.
So we are saying it's enough, but then it's you, it's your inadequacies.
Fueled by love.
It's your
out of your love for your family that you are driving. All those things are driving
Yeah.
you. Because see,
It could be
normally
love, it could be
you want to
survival,
chill
you know?
now.
It could be survival.
It could be survival.
Lois, you want to chill.
Yeah.
But once you drop one picking, you cut some chilling. What are you doing? Out of love, you are cutting so many things.
Yeah,
So
true,
love is
true.
driving.
How many questions are you saying? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
It's like some people who are stuck in one circle of job for a very long time or in a situation, they're saying, you haven't made a move that will change that particular situation. You have not. And you know the saying now, you cannot be doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Yeah.
You know it now.
Yeah, true, very true. Well, on this note, right, we can say
Wait till you go
love
do if you did that woman.
and
Wait till you
finance.
go do.
Your life. Love is enough.
love and
No,
finance.
love is enough.
Enough.
Love is enough.
Wait till you go do.
Happy Valentine. Love is enough. No add anything.
Love and finance.
No.
Enough.
Love is enough.
Thank you.